As I grew up, all these assumptions were challenged and demolished. My parents did not behave like the rule book said they would. My father moved to another country when I was 17. I am 30 years old today. I have seen my father twice since he left and my mother once. I am still trying to recover from them. I looked for and found part-time parents in the parents of cousins and friends, many of whom were extremely kind and adored me. The fact that the institution of family was not all it was promised to be made it easier for me to later challenge the rules of other institutions such as religion, government, and marriage. I found and made my own family. I was going to find and make my life in other ways too. Unlike most girls in my college who were born and brought up in Delhi, M was from a small town in Rajasthan. M always dressed in colourful salwar kameezes. Once I found gaudy and did not hug boys, did not watch porn, and went straight to the library after her classes ended. At home, she was forbidden from wearing jeans. At college, she kept a record of every penny she spent and gave it to her parents every time she went home. Every night, she dutifully called up her mother and chatted for an hour, explaining in detail everything she had done during the day, right from every meal consumed to every conversation with her friends. To my complete astonishment, she never felt that any of this was oppressive or that her parents were excessively intrusive. She believed sincerely that her parents knew what was best for her, and that was that. They never hit or even shouted at their children. Obedience was expected and readily offered. Sometimes this desire to conform extended beyond her parents. Once, when a bunch of friends wanted to skip class and go watch a movie, M went to the lecturer and asked her if she could skip the lecture and go watch the movie. When we protested, she said that the lecturer would appreciate her honesty and allow her to go. She attended the lecture while we watched the movie. 6 months into college, after I had been rejected by almost every girl in my class, I was sitting in the canteen having lunch. M was sitting across from me, talking to her mother. I looked at her and thought to myself, this person will never abandon anyone she loves. I was in love. Again. My friend R promptly told M I was in love with her. Her reaction to this disclosure? She cried all night. I met her the next morning and told her why I was truly in love with her. She was the one. I was convinced that this love was quite different from what I had felt for other girls. In response to my declaration of true and eternal romantic love, M said, "You are not in love with me. We are both 18 years old. I don't even think we know what love is. This love is no different from the love you felt for all the other girls, and you will get over it. I'm sure you will find many the ones in college soon enough." Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge is arguably the most popular Hindi film released in India after 1990 and the second most popular of all time after Sholay. For the uninitiated, in summary, the story is this. An Indian girl from a traditional Indian family living in London meets a not-so-traditional Indian boy on a Euro trip. The girl has been allowed to go on this trip after obtaining consent from her father. The father is most reluctant, but she reminds him that he has fixed her marriage with a man she has never met. Since her entire life has already been mortgaged to this man, she begs her father to grant her 30 days leave from her life. He agrees. Happy beginning. Predictably, on the Euro trip, the hero and the girl fall in love with each other. In one scene, after a night of drinking across a town in Europe, the girl wakes up to find herself in a hotel room with him. He plays a prank on her and implies they had sex. She starts crying, and he tells her it was a prank. He knows what the izzat or honor of an Indian woman is. Her vagina.